My name is Maya. I've been trapped in this day for, I don't know how long. Years? Decades? Time stopped meaning anything after the first 1,000 repetitions. Same bird song, same neighbor, same good morning. I've tried everything. Leaving, the roads loop back. Dying, I just wake up again, staring at the ceiling, blinking. The figure at the edge of my vision, he always vanishes when I get close. Veridian is perfect. Veridian is beautiful. And Veridian is a cage I can't break. Good morning, dear. The usual? I nod. I've had the usual 10,000 times, but as I reach for my pocket to pay, something felt different, something new. You're not alone. Meet me at the clock tower. Midnight. Come alone. Where did this come from? My own hand wrote this, but I don't remember picking up a pen. I waited. The clock ticking was unbearable, a drumbeat for a world that refused to move. Prank call from a ghost, I whispered. Perfect end to a perfect night. You came. Who are you? How did you leave that note? I didn't. You did. You write at every loop. You just don't remember until now. Something is changing, Maya. Hello, me. What? Who are you? I'm you. From further in. Or maybe earlier. Time doesn't work here. I've been leaving you notes, trying to wake you up. This isn't supposed to happen. You can't meet yourself. It breaks. We were breaking the world to find the truth. And then, the silence ended. To be continued.
Last time I met myself, another me from another loop. And when we touched, everything broke. The clock stopped ticking and the city began to scream. Same ceiling, same sunlight, but something's wrong. The curtains are blue. They were yellow yesterday. This isn't my room. Or maybe it isn't my loop. I know every face in this city, every word, but these aren't them. This is still the loop, but it's a different version. A parallel world where I'm a stranger. I reached the cafe. It was the same brick, the same smell, but a different name. Ilara's. I was wondering when you'd find your way here. You're Ilara, but younger, and you remember me? I remember all of you, Maya. Every loop, every version. Veridian isn't a city, it's a prison. A loop designed to hold someone too powerful to kill, too dangerous to free. Who? You. I stumbled back. I'm just a person. You were, once. I'm proof. I'm the part of you that remembers what you did. You tried to leave, and in doing so, you split into hundreds of pieces. What did I do? The loop is a prison for a fractured mind. Each version of you lives a different day, and none of you remember the others, until now. The walls are cracking. Now you can move between them, and they can start to remember. I'm not one person, I'm hundreds? You're one person, fractured. I wouldn't do that. The you that was trapped wasn't dangerous, but the you that would emerge if all the pieces reunite, that you terrified them. What did I do? You refused to die. When your time came, you said no, and the universe couldn't handle that. The weight of it was crushing. We're not prisoners, we're refugees hiding from death itself. I stared at my hands, the hands that refused to end. The heartbeat was growing louder. The sound of a single heartbeat is joined by dozens more, all in unison, building into a roar. To be continued.
Last time I learned that I'm not one person. I'm dozens, fragments of someone who refused to end. Now I have to find them all, before something else does. There are 37 known fragments, 37 versions of you living 37 versions of the same day. 37? How do I find them all? You don't. You attract them. Which one of you called? She looked just like me, but with a life I didn't recognize. When we touched, the walls between loops cracked. They felt it. They're coming. One by one, they arrived, each one carrying a piece of the whole. Some looked like memories. Others looked like futures I'd never have. I'm the one who never grew up. I'm the one who kept aging. This is pointless. Some of us don't want to merge. We like being separate. We like our own power. Merge and we disappear. You don't disappear, you become whole. That's what they told us before they put us here. We said no then. We say no now. They left. And for the first time, I felt the fear of my own shadow. You're making a mistake. Why have you been against this? I was there when they built this prison. I suggested it because I was afraid of you. You were dying. You accepted it. Then you changed your mind. You refused. Death is final, Maya. You broke the only rule that mattered. You imprisoned me because I wanted to live? The power I'd buried for 1,000 loops began to surface. Even Caius looked afraid. Enough. He's not your enemy. Blaming him won't break the walls. There is a way to unite, but it requires trust. All of you. Together. I reached out. I didn't know what would happen, but I knew I was tired of being alone, even if alone means dozens of me's. 10 heartbeats, slowly synchronizing. Caius's voice, a mere whisper in the roar. What have I done? To be continued.
Last time, we started becoming whole. 10 of us together. But 27 are still out there, and some of them don't want to be found. You can feel them now, can't you? Ilara asked. Yes, faint, like heartbeats in different rooms. We'll start with the closest, the ones who can feel us too. Each fragment exists in a different version of Veridian. To reach them, you have to navigate the spaces between. Walk through the cracks. Find the next. Which one of you called? She looked just like me, but the world had drained her of everything. Will it hurt? No. It will feel like coming home. One more piece. The world felt a little more solid, but we couldn't stop. The next crack was already opening. This one's disorienting. Loop 23. Up is down, left is right. Catch me if you can. She was running from a reason she couldn't remember. We caught her. I've been running so long, I forgot why. Peace, sister. Take the hand. 18 united now. Loop 7. No light. No hope. There's someone here, but they're hiding. Stay away, I won't disappear for you. She wasn't ready. She was terrified of being lost in the hole. I was here first. This is my loop. She fought with everything she had. But we weren't just one person anymore. We were a symphony of selves. 19 united, 18 to go. But we weren't the only ones moving through the loops. The dissenters, they were gathering too. Found you, Cold Maya whispered. They weren't running anymore. They were hunting. Total silence, then the sound of many boots marching in perfect unison. To be continued.
Last time we found each other, but some of us found each other for different reasons. Now we're on a collision course, and only one version of me will walk away. Caius warned me, you can't reason with them. They've built identities around their pain. I told him I wouldn't fight them. They're still me. Only one version of me will walk away. The question is, which one? I refuse to see myself as an enemy. We marched toward Loop 0 through the cracks between what was and what is. We arrived. Loop 0, the beginning of the end. It was beautiful, but the air felt thin, fragile. Waiting. They were waiting for us. 12 figures, one face, my face. Cold Maya stared me down from the center of the square. 2 armies of one. Same voice, same pain, different choices. I tried to speak. We don't have to fight. Let us be whole. She laughed, a bitter, broken sound. Home? This is home, this loop, this pain, it's all I have. You want to erase us, she accused, but some of us remember what happened before the loop. You killed to live, you became a monster. She showed me a memory I'd buried. You didn't just refuse to die, she hissed. You killed to live, you became a monster. I was in shock. I'm the part of you that remembers, she continued. The part that knows we don't deserve to be whole. They all knew. I felt the weight of it. Then let us carry it together, I whispered. That's what wholeness means. Not forgetting. Sharing. Caius looked like he'd seen a ghost. Ilara, no, he breathed. Don't. She didn't even look at him. She looked at us. Ilara stepped through, but not my Ilara. This one was younger, colder. Enough, she commanded. This ends now. I'm not a victim, she said. I'm the one who built this place. I was there when you refused to die. I was the one who imprisoned you. She confessed everything. The council wanted to destroy me. She argued for the loops. A prison where you could heal, she called it. You trapped us for centuries, Cold Maya screamed. Ilara didn't flinch. Tears filled her eyes. I trapped you to save you. She held it out. I can end this. I have the key, but you have to decide together what comes next. The choice was ours. I stepped forward. We decide together, I said. All of us. I reached for the key. My hand touched the light. 31 heartbeats, finally slowing down. The key hums. What comes after freedom? We're about to find out. To be continued.
Last time, we learned the truth about this prison, and the one who built it. Now we have to decide. Stay broken but safe, or become whole and face whatever we did. Cold Maya warned me. You won't like what you find inside me. I've done things that will haunt you forever. I reached for her, not the key. Then let me share the haunting, I said. That's what we've always been for. For the first time, she broke. The cold cracked. One by one, the 12 fragments stepped forward, not toward the exit, but toward each other. 31 Mayas, standing together. We weren't a crowd anymore. We were a soul finding its edges. It's time, Ilara whispered. All hands reached out. The merging wasn't a death. It was a homecoming. We brought everything, the joy, the pain, the guilt, and the hope. Remember us, Cold Maya said as she faded. All of us. Even the ugly parts. I nodded. Always. The light consumed us. 19, 20, 30, 31. Then silence. I stood alone. Whole. Complete. Different. I looked at my hands. I felt the weight of 1,000 loops. I'm me, I whispered. All of me. The memories hit like a tidal wave. I remembered everything. What I did, why they trapped me. They thought I was a monster because I refused to let death have the last word. I loved someone. And when death came for them, I said no. I fought. I killed to keep them alive. And I won. I'd do it again. Caius finally understood. They didn't trap you because you were dangerous, he said. They trapped you because you were hopeful. And hope is contagious. I held the key. It felt like the heartbeat of the universe. I turned it. Veridian began to fade like morning mist. The loop was over. The world broke. Beautifully. I was standing in a field, real grass, real sky. And in the distance, a figure was walking toward me. He waited. All this time, he was waiting. I ran. Centuries of separation ended in a single breath. I'm home, I whispered. The loop was a memory now, a prison turned into a path. We weren't just free, we were whole. The story was finally ours to tell. The end, or maybe just the beginning. Thank you for following the loop.